Hello, everyone.
Boy, how goes it? In my job, we say oi a lot whenever we're like in different teams out in the woods. We just yell a lot over the mountain, oi, to see if the other person responds. It's a really good way to do it.
I didn't realize that. Aw, something new I learned about your job.
Learn something new every day. Marriage is an endless continuum of new discoveries.
Always keep it exciting. Always. Well, hi, everyone. Welcome to our podcast.
Yeti.
Walks into Basecamp. I'm Basecamp.
And I am, by process of elimination, Yeti Legs.
You always say Yeti the same way every time.
Yeah, I do, but I mean, I kind of like the consistency here. If you know what I mean. Consistency is key.
Yeti.
Whatever.
Okay. You sound like a news Yeti, you know.
In today's forecast, we have trolling by Basecamp, partly cloudy, raining sideways.
Anything else?
Yeah, we have a lovely episode in store for you today. This is the second half of the interview with Sam, Cuppa, Sindall, and Felix, Jedi. I don't even know how to pronounce this Jedi. I'm so sorry. Schlichdaz?
Sorry. Yeah, if you actually haven't listened to part 1, you should go back and listen to part 1. Honestly, it's amazing. And we've listened to it ourselves and laughed and cried. And it's just a really, really good episode. So, you know, if you want some laughs.
Oh my God, yes. And these episodes have a lot of TLC in them. I had to crank Cuppa's audio up every single time he spoke. So one of the reasons why the episodes are coming out a little bit slower, because it's taken a lot of post-editing. But we ended that last part 1 episode with a little bit of a heartfelt bit. So if you haven't checked out the first part of the episode, we definitely suggest checking it out. And if not, at least listen to the end, because it really touches on some really important and impactful things that happen for thru hikers whenever they're on their venture, because it's not always rainbows and butterflies, and loss does happen, and we don't always have cell service. So whenever we do get that cell service, a lot can come at you at once, and yes, it's a lot to take in.
Yeah, and I think also, Cupp and Jedi, out of everyone that we know on trails, honestly probably laugh the most of anyone that we know. And we hit on some really deep topics, which I loved in our conversation with them. And I loved that because they weren't like, even though they have a lot of laughs, they also know how to feel deep pain too and experience the sadness of life too. So I really just love that about them. But we hope you enjoy episode number I don't even know.
I think this is going to be episode 36, part 2 of our interview with Cuppa and Jedi.
So, okay, Cuppa, what is your highest and lowest moment on the PCT?
Right, my highest. This is where I'm going to give. There's some really sentimental answers there, and the mine are just going to be dumb as fuck as usual. Highest points. I think I loved that day when I think I was hiking with another group who I still absolutely loved as well through the Sierras. And we were summiting. I'm going to say highest point, it was an entire week probably. It was that gap between, I think it was Bishop and Mammoth through there in the Sierras.
Oh, are you talking about Mirror?
Yeah, through that whole area.
That whole section,
they all blow into one of those passes eventually.
Yeah.
But summiting those passes with friends around us as well, I just thought it was incredible. And I've never been in a situation where you've got so much snow around you. So many people would freak out at what we were doing. We were so early through that whole section. And but we just had so much fun. Building snowmen, throwing snowballs, glissading. That glissade down Forester Pass, that was just hilarious. Sliding on our bums for like hundreds of meters and then looking at the map at the bottom and realizing, oh fuck, we were supposed to be on the ridge on the top.
Did you remember when we all started posting, like Azul got stuck into her chest and she was like trying to get out?
That's it. It's within about 10 seconds. It goes from the funniest thing ever, sliding down on your bum, to absolute hell of crawling, waist deep in snow.
Oh yeah.
It's just up and down all the time. But I think there was that day when I think the other group that I was with, they were running out of food and things. They were a bit worried. They were like heading out. I think people were like freaking out. They were like, my body's can't handle this. I'm going to have to get more food. So everyone was deciding what to do. It was a bit intense. And I was like, I'm going to wait for everybody. I feel like, and I remember sitting in the woods, set up my tent and just at a zero. I think it was at a waterfall. It was so beautiful there.
Oh, we were with you because we said goodbye to you that day because we went to get out Bishop Pass to get more food.
Right.
And
okay.
I remember you said, yeah, I'm just going to take a zero here. And you were trying to fish in the water.
Still to this day, I've never caught a fish.
He definitely was not trying to fish in those waters.
Wait,
Huh?
I thought he was.
No, go and explain, Wesley.
He's technically not supposed to.
Oh.
But he was using a safety pin and a dental floss.
I think it was dental floss, a
Dental
stick,
floss.
and it was like the lid of a Coke can or something like that. I've no idea yet. Anyway, I caught fuck all, so there's no injury to any fish in that area, so don't worry.
And I remember you asked for some of our dental floss for the fishing line.
Well, I think well, anyway, I was waiting. I remember putting a sign in the stones saying Cuppa with an arrow pointing to my tent.
Yeah,
Because I was waiting for Jedi. And then when you finally came, and then we went to that next section over to that was one of the funniest things ever was, and again, I'll send you this video as well, on the way up Meadows Pass, where it's a massive flat snowfield that goes on for miles and miles and miles. And we're at like, what, 1 p.m., 1 or 2 p.m. or something? I have no idea. But like 1 or 2 p.m., we're already post-holing and we're about 6 miles to the camp. You know, and it gets to the point where I'm just sat in the snow. I've given up. I'm laughing at just Jedi who's just like waist deep in snow, falling over and crawling around. I thought it was one of the funniest things ever. And then probably lowest. Right. Okay. I think this is quite interesting. Okay. There was a couple that I met. This is off trail, but we were a bit naughty again, and we headed down into Yosemite. You're not allowed to do this, so don't do it. Don't behave like us. But I think the road wasn't open yet from Meadows down into Yosemite National Park. But I mean, we're from England and Germany. When are we going to get the opportunity to go to fucking Yosemite? You know. So we headed down there. We wandered down the road. I remember we got lost. We had an argument there. It was like, Jedi was like, I'm going this way. I was like, you're going up a cliff. Enjoy. Do you remember the waterfall that was dried up? Because we took the wrong trail down and we were all trying to be discreet and hiding. And there's all these cars going past and we're thinking, oh, we're going to get fined here. The rangers are going to find us again. We made it down into the valley. We got to the ranger's office. They were like, are you guys PCT hikers? We were like, nope. We're just here for the day. Can we have it? And they knew. They all know what's going on.
You smell. You're wearing backpacks.
And they're smiling with us, laughing at our answers and stuff. You know, it was all tongue in cheek. And they've given us permits for the waterfall trail so that we can actually camp near the valley. So we've just hiked 26 miles into the valley. And then they've given us permits to go and hike. And it's thousands of feet. It's like 4 miles, but like thousands of feet out the valley, up the waterfall for a place where we can camp for the night. So we're really happy we got a camp spot. So that's where we stayed. And then I remember saying to Jedi, I was like, bro, I think we should try and get half dome permits because when are we going to be here to do it? You know, and all those like videos of Alex Honnold in the area, he's climbing and stuff. And it's so worth trying. So I get up at about 3 a.m., 4 a.m., something crazy in pitch black and hike down all the way down the trail again, down to the ranger's office to camp outside. There's one fucker sat at the trail entrance, at the entrance to the what do you call it? The ranger station there, the permit station. Sat there in his chair. He's driven from San Francisco, straight from work. He hasn't slept or anything. He's just sat in his chair outside the door. And so I'm chatting to him for ages, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm trying to get half dome permits too. Let's hope there's enough for everybody." The rangers come out. I think the door finally opens at 7 a.m. or something, and the rangers say to him. He goes, can I have 3 half dome permits, please? And they go, for him, his cousin, and his wife, or something like that. But he was the only one in the queue. And they said, I'm sorry, we've not got 3. And then he just walked off. And then I said to him, have you got 2? And they went, yeah, we've got 2. And I was like, holy shit. And Jedi's just wandered up at this point. He's finally got out of bed and come down the hill, you know? So we've got permits for half dome. So then we went up the next day, and that was one of the most incredible experiences we've ever had. Walking up those cables was so much fun. Wow. It's not so difficult. It's not as difficult as you might think, you know.
Especially compared to what we've done.
Yeah. But my God, that view up there, and those granite pillars, and all the waterfalls around on the way up as well. What an incredible hike. That was a real highlight, I feel like. That was amazing. I'd probably say low was then leaving Meadows and I met this couple in the woods, elderly couple, and they're happy as Larry. I'm talking to them, they're saying, "Oh, you're doing the PCT, that's amazing," and all this stuff. And I'm saying, yeah, but I'm going to have to move quickly because I'm running out of food. And they were like, "Oh, we've got 2 bear cans full of food, and we finished our hike 3 days early, and we're just hanging out in the woods. If you want some food, we'll give it to you." I'm not going to turn down food, you know? So they open up the bear cans, and they're giving me like... I was so disappointed, but you take what you're given, you know what I mean? There was all full of organic shite that I didn't want. So it was like pineapple sticks and like nuts in a bag with brown sugar. And it was like apricots that they dried in their own garden.
So they're like trying to be super healthy.
Super healthy. All of it was vegan. All of it was, you know. And
you're like, damn it, there's no coconut curry.
Yeah.
Peak Refuel.
Yeah. Give me the good stuff. And then they gave me 2 cookies as well. I remember walking on, caught up to Jedi the next morning. I've had it for breakfast, these 2 cookies. When I tell you, about 40 minutes later, I have never been so stoned in my entire life.
Oh, they were weed cookies.
They'd absolutely floored me. And I'd had both of them in one go.
So you didn't know they were weed?
They didn't tell me a word. And maybe this is my misunderstanding as probably a Brit, that if somebody in California gives you fucking home-baked cookies, they're going to have marijuana in them, you know? Maybe that was my misunderstanding. And I actually think that they were so happy at the time because they were baked out their heads, but I hadn't realised that, you know? Thing is, for me, is that I'm pretty much completely sober on trail. Not out of any, I've no like crazy stories or anything of why that is. I just prefer to keep it sober in the nature, you know? I'll have the odd pint in town or whatever. Grumpy Bear's retreat, we were all slaughtered. So I remember spending the whole day, and I couldn't get my shoes on because I was that stoned. So I put my Crocs on, and I was wandering around in my Crocs in the snow everywhere, post holing. And I'm with Jedi, and I remember trying to cross this log, and I couldn't find the log to put my foot on it, and it was just dunking in the water. And I was going, "Bro, I need to sit down. I'm such a mess right now." And that was such a low point because we were trying to do like 30 miles or something in one day.
You couldn't do it.
I think we did 4 or something like that, or maybe like it was like 8 by the end of the day or something like that. Yeah. And I remember Jedi turning to me, and the one time I was like, "Bro, I'm a real absolute mess." He's pulled out, because he's high every day on trail, he's pulled out his bag of gummy bears, sativa gummy bears or whatever, and he's gone, "I want to get on your level," and down the lot. And I was like, oh, here we go. So yeah, absolute mess of a day. I think I was just annoyed the whole time, because you know when you just want to hike? I think that was a real low point for me. I was so angry at that. It's a funny story though.
That is funny that you're like mad that you're so high.
Yeah. Oh God. Yeah. I think I got Norovirus on trail as well.
You got it?
Oh yeah. Where was it?
We
Snow
got so
quality
lucky. We missed it.
They shut down that whole hiker hostel.
Yeah, we know.
And then I remember being on trail, and there's a girl called Mooch walked past my tent, and this was like, so Norovirus, it's like a waterborne virus. It's a sickness that you get. And if somebody touches like a pipe or something that we're all drinking out of, we're all going to get sick. We're all going to get it. So I remember I'm too stingy to stay in all these hostels and hotels and all these expensive stuff. So I've gone straight onto the trail, even though I'm feeling sick, thinking I might as well just sweat it out during the whole day. And I think I spent like a day and a half in my tent, just throwing up out of one side, then putting my backside out the other door and throwing up that way out. You know what I mean? It was absolutely horrific. It was an absolute mess. And I remember people walking past my tent going, "Are you all right in there, Cuppa?" This is Mooch, who was she did a yo-yo, I think, at the PCT. And I'd finally seen her again. And I was like, "Oh my God, I really want to say hi to her. I really want to chat to you, but I am literally spewing buckets right now. You're going to have to carry on because I don't want to get you sick either." That was a low. I don't think there's anything worse than being sick in your tent and you're too far away to do anything about it. And you still got to do all of those chores and look after yourself, like going getting water, trying to put calories in you. Oh God, exhausting.
We so thank God that Wesley, we didn't get it because, well, Wesley also, you know, he like knows all about viruses because that was like his profession before. And so he was like, "Okay, here's what we're gonna do," because Tumbleweed texted us right as we're going into Snoqualmie. It's like, warning, everyone is sick as
everyone's
fuck
dying,
in like all caps. And we're like, "Oh shit, okay." Well, we had sent ourselves a box there, so we're like, "Let's get the box and let's just get out." But we did end up grabbing one beer with U-Turn, which I don't even know how we didn't get sick, you guys, because U-Turn got it. But we got out after the beer and we get back on trail and we're just seeing tents everywhere. It just looked like carnage.
Oh God.
And what Wesley explained to me that I didn't know is that it's airborne. So once you throw up for like 24 hours,
So it can't aerosolize as well, but it needs like a wet medium to be in. So it can't survive very long on things that you touch unless there's like
water with it.
Yeah, some water or people keep like reinfecting those things.
Oh God.
So like right before we got to Snoqualmie, there was this trail angel pitched up in a parking lot, and he had a sign-in book, and all the foods that he had,
I remember
all
him.
the foods that he had were self-serve, like hand foods, like you grab it yourself.
Damn.
And we see that as we're walking to it, and I'm like, do not touch anything.
Oh my God. I
So
remember
we
he
didn't.
he was a really, really lovely guy, but I remember he was like ushered me over to him, and I was like,
Yeah.
no, there's the pancake shop down the road. I know that you're giving Coca-Colas out, but I can go get pancakes. And I remember sitting down there. That must have been where I got it then as well.
Yeah, he was actually pretty offended that we didn't sign his login book.
He was really like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember this. Yeah.
Oh no, we gotta go. We're gonna get in. We just gotta get in and out. And so we just left. We didn't even stay or anything. And U-Turn did get it. And he was like, oh no, I stayed there. And so I don't know if people that ended up staying there got it.
Yeah.
We do know that also if people, so say someone threw up on trail.
Yeah.
And say you decided to camp in that same spot, but you didn't know.
Yeah.
You can get it.
Now, bear in mind that this was literally, you walk 10 meters down the trail.
And
People had to go, so it was like people were dropping pants everywhere. You know, there was none of this. Like we all practiced this, like really carefully digging cat holes and digging deep and disposing of everything properly and being really clean. All rules were out the window in that section, not by choice. There was poo and sick everywhere for that whole like probably about 20 miles while everyone was sick. Oh God, it was horrible.
Yeah, but we were shocked we didn't get it, honestly. But we just tried to blow through that section as fast as we could to get out. But U-Turn told us like because we were gonna hike with him, and he at that lake once you climb up, there's that beautiful lake. He like yells from afar, and he's like, "I have it!"
Oh
like,
no,
I'm sick.
Yeah.
Don't come near me.
Like, oh shit, because we just like sat across from you and drank a beer.
It's like hiker plague, isn't it?
No, it really is. Yeah.
Jedi, you didn't get it?
I didn't get it. No, I think I was before you and you guys in Snoqualmie, and then I stayed
think
at
so.
the hostel. Everything was fine, and then I went into trail days. So maybe that's why I didn't get it, because I was like before the bubble, and then
It's before it really hit.
Yeah.
Have you been sick on trail?
just one time I think in Kennedy Meadows North, where we had like this little a little cold. I was like had a little fever or something. That's it. I was never sick on trail. I think I'm sweating too much. I sweat like everything out.
Oh, I threw up on this trail. Do you remember when we're at where we're at Pagosa Springs? I've eaten this gas station burger. But it was our own fault. We're trying to keep it cheap.
Yeah.
We've eaten a gas station burger that's literally the name of it is Big As Burger. And we've microwaved it. We've left that shop. And then the lady who owns the shop has come out and been like, "Here you go, guys." I think she thought we were homeless and gave us extra food. I know, it's really embarrassing. But and then we waddled up into the top of the hill over there because we didn't want to pay for a room.
Yeah.
And then it's like 3 a.m. and Jedi's like shouting across from me. He's going, "Are you okay, Cuppa?" And I'm like, "I'm dying." And I'm like throwing up again everywhere. And it's just carnage, yeah. But again, you get through it quick and suddenly I think we've got really good immune systems, haven't we, while we're on trail?
Yeah.
Built up a lot of resistance here.
Yeah.
And this kind of goes hand in hand. You know, whenever you're sick on trail, there's nothing you can do about it. And it chunks away at the time that you have. And being international hikers, you have a limited visa. What is it like hiking with a time constrained visa like that?
That's a good question. I mean, we have like the pressure of the time, so we have to do miles.
We get 6 months without
We got
visa.
6 months, yeah, like 180 days. We could make it longer, I think, like for a couple weeks.
Oh, so you could extend it if you wanted
We could
to?
extend it, yeah.
I think there's rules to it, though. I think if you want to reset your 6 months, we have to fly out of the continent. You can't just like go to Mexico or Canada or something. They want you off the continent, so they want you to go to London or something like that. And then you can come back really quickly, but that resets your visa. And some people, as I mentioned, it was really hard to get the visa appointments. Some people were just doing 60 days or 90 days, I think, with an ESTA.
Yeah.
Which is where you're only allowed in the country for 3 months at a time. So people were spending thousands to fly out and then fly back in again. It's crazy. And there's even hikers now that are still struggling to get appointments and solve things. I think there's a hiker called Ranch that we're around. He's still only on an ESTA. So in a couple of days, he's going to get just the next bit of Colorado and then he's going to have to fly out again. He's going to go visit relatives in a different country and then come back. So yeah, he's still not got it sorted. I can't remember what country he's from. Maybe he's New Zealand or South Africa, one of those. Yeah.
I don't think I realized that when
it's so difficult
hiking the trail.
Yeah, I think I timed the PCT perfectly. I had a week left where I could hang around in Seattle.
That's right, because you guys hung out a little bit before you flew out.
What is sad is that Jedi. What did you do? You arrived in America, and then what were you doing?
Oh, on this trail?
Yeah, you went.
On this trail, I went to Alabama to meet Yukon, like a hiker who hiked the AT and the PCT with me. Yeah, so I stayed 3 days with him. Flew into Tucson. Sadly, I booked my shuttle too late for the CDT, so I had to wait till April 10th to get like a shuttle. So I had like another 8 days in Tucson. So what I'm doing, I hiked the Arizona Trail a little bit. So I lost like 15 days. I lost 15 days for this trail, for the CDT. So I'm really on a schedule. I think after Colorado or after all the highest peaks, I have to
You have to book
fly.
it.
Yeah. But I think Wyoming is flat, so I can do it. Yeah.
And it's sad because we're gonna have to split because
You have to
obviously
Aw.
my flight is booked as well from Kalispell for the end of my days. So we're gonna have to split eventually, where he's gonna have to get at least 10, 12 days ahead or something
Yeah.
and go flying. So yeah,
Aw.
that's sad. But
That'll be sad.
We've definitely had a good time though and made a lot of miles together on this one.
Yeah.
So yeah. Probably be nice to smell something other than his farts, I think, for a couple 100 miles.
Well, that actually leads me to this question: is how's the CDT been so far? You can be honest too if you want. That's
I don't like that we are like alone for a long time. Like the CDT is really not like community trail like the AT or the PCT, where you could have a tramily, but I think also we started really early and trying to do like the red line, like the whole red line on the trail, because they're like alternates everywhere. You can take a high road, a low road to avoid the snow. So we were like hiking the last month just on our own, like just me and Cuppa. Yeah.
And we had a really good run in New Mexico where we had a friend group.
Yeah.
And that was so lovely. You know, when it's all road walking and stuff like this, but everybody was talking about hitting this snow wall in the San Juans of these mountains. And the amount of people that just took a few steps into the mountains and thought, nope, not doing it, and flipped. It was so many people. And we we're very strict, aren't we, with our footpath and whatnot. So, yeah, maybe stupidly, but we did go through the San Juans, redlined it around that edge. And then,
with the snow, to explain to everyone
yeah.
listening, like full on snow.
it
We
was
had
crazy.
Yeah, like my mama heart was very worried as
Yeah.
they were going through. I was like, "Oh dear God, please keep me updated."
Didn't help that we were texting and just like, oh yeah, I just nearly died.
Yeah, a couple like sends a pictures like, "I almost died up there." I'm like, "What the
This is
fuck,
so
Cuppa?"
It was the Knife's Edge Ridge, and it's crazy because I guarantee now if you, at this point if you went across it, there'd be no snow or it'd be completely fine. I actually think even if it was that afternoon, it would have been way safer because the snow would have melted a bit. I went really early across this ridge with my ice axe, and I couldn't dig the ice axe into the wall, and I mean at all, which just means it's like being a climb and you're not being clipped in. Like it's literally if you fall, you're gone. And it was the one time where the ridge that if you fall, you were going over a rock cliff edge basically. And I remember I was using shit's getting real when you're using the sharp bit of the pointy bit of the axe, well, the hammer bit where you swing it in. I was swinging it into the wall and then sticking my finger, like my middle finger, into the hole and then doing the next one and trying to get. And I mean, I had like crampons or microspikes,
You have proper crampons.
I
though.
upgraded to like these K10 Kahootla things.
Good thing you did.
I was so glad. It was impossible not to. And I just think that's starting too early. I think it was a ridge of about it would have taken 15 minutes to get across and down. It took me an hour and a half on that wall. And I remember squatting there on my own heels just to rest with everything burning, my back killing, because I've got a really heavy backpack with about 8 days worth of food in it as well. Just so stuck thinking I've really, really messed up here, And we got down finally. Maybe I'm being a bit over dramatic, I don't know. But yeah, I did not
and you
feel
were by
safe.
yourself too.
That's the thing. So yeah, he's completely right when he says there was nobody. I went 7 days and didn't see a single person. I think I had signal, so at least I could download some podcasts. I could listen to Basecamp and Yeti Legs. But
Good plug in right
shameless
there.
plug, yeah. But yeah, so absolutely no one. And there was only 3 people that went, and I think I was leapfrogging with them a little bit as well. So there's only 3 people who were, and they were in a group, who were ahead of us. And I think Jedi found this. You got to remember, he's a lot heavier than me. For every 5 steps in the snow that I take, he gets 2 in, and then he starts post-holing. So I was like dancing across the ice. You can imagine how frustrating that is for a bigger guy. And so he still carried on walking, but he took a route out into the valley, got to a town, and then walked the road over to Lake City, I think.
Yeah.
Whereas I went all the way around in the mountains over the passes and stuff. It was a lot of the time you were going up onto the ridges and ridge riding.
Yeah.
Just to avoid the slopes, which meant
Yeah.
a hell of a lot more climbing as well. It was really frustrating. And
it's smart though, because you were still in avalanche season. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
but it was so beautiful. I mean, I'm so glad I did it. I'm so glad I got through. But it's just not the same when you can't share that experience with people. And I feel like that's what the PCT does so well. And I haven't hiked the AT, but it's a massive trail community on that trail. I feel like that's going to be the next one. It's going to be really lovely to be able to, I don't know, spend some more time like that. I think we're really lucky that we do have each other that we're pals with, that we can hike, because some people do it just on their own. And I just think, how on earth? Some people do it on their own without earphones. And I think, how on earth do you make it hundreds and hundreds of miles without going absolutely insane?
Like bonkers. Yeah. People. Yeah. I know Decades, one of our good friends, we hiked PCT with.
Yeah.
He said he would start talking to himself and he would record himself and then listen back to it.
Oh my God, that's crazy. That's absolutely crazy.
Yeah.
Hey, there it is. Okay, well, I've changed my drink of the choice, by the way. Almost halfway through. It is my favorite strawberry jam beer.
I'm still drinking Coffee.
And you guys are drinking?
I've just got another cup of tea.
Me too.
You guys are so good. Man, if I were through hiking, I'd have a beer right now before I hiked out. Like,
Or
we
five.
I am having a beer.
We
right
got to
now,
answer our questions without slurring our words, I think.
That would be funny, though.
We'll take one out with us, I think. We'll get back to trail with one.
You should.
Well, next question. So I always got a kick out of Cuppa's food choices on the PCT. And so, Cuppa, I'd really love for you to talk about the evolution of what you ate on the PCT.
Oh, so, right. I think it became a point where, first of all, I think you can only start this topic by acknowledging how much money we spend on ultralight gear, on crushing every single gram that we possibly can. People cut the toothbrushes in half, which is too much, I think, but some people do it, and it gets to a point where you've spent all this money and then you're in Walmart in the sweet section and you just think, okay, that's about 500 grams for more Haribo peaches. Let's chuck them in. Or here comes another kilogram of just blueberry muffins. Or Jedi, you love to get...
I love to get the family size M&Ms. Like it's 2 pounds, I think,
Oh.
but
the caramel
it's worth
ones.
it.
We each carry at least a pound of condiments with us
Oh.
whenever we hike.
He loves the sauces,
Yeah.
and bookmark it for after, but telling M&M stories, because that's a funny story on the PCT with Wesley. But anyway, now going back to you.
Yeah. So we spend an absolute fortune on gear and then just stash a load of garbage from Walmart in our packs. And it's incredible how inventive thru hikers get with the meals that they create on trail. I'm one of those people that just cannot, for the life of me, eat Idaho mashed potatoes and ramen every single day. Like, oh my, I'd actually cry. I wouldn't make it on the trail. I'd be off the trail within about 10 minutes. So I think I already struggle with, no offense, American food is absolute garbage. All the slop, all the...
Wait, what about pancakes and sausage?
That's
though?
incredible. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. What I mean is like the preserved foods and things like this, all the preservatives, everything's just full of crap.
Oh, it's shit. I agree.
Yeah. Especially the ramen and all these. And when you read all the ingredients, it's like phosphorate 9 and red bar gum 6 and stuff like this. You get pretty inventive. I remember... Oh, can we do this bit again?
You can do whatever you want. We can
Right,
cut
okay,
in.
Cut that out. Okay, right, hang on. I don't want to just slag off American food.
I mean, it's okay, because why do you think I make everything from scratch?
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Or try to.
No, we think American food is garbage too.
We agree.
Right, okay. Yeah, you get pretty inventive with food on trail. I think I tried to do all the ramen at first. Ramen, Idaho potatoes, things like that. It gets boring very quickly. All these ramen bombs and things. So I think the first thing I found that was a real game changer was those rana pastas. Do you remember the rana pastas, the raviolis?
The raviola
Yeah.
pastas, yeah.
Yeah, and I think they have all crazy flavors of them. So we were getting like lobster ravioli and trail and stuff like this. And then we were getting tins of tomatoes, which is so heavy and so ridiculous. So we were carrying tins of tomatoes and adding that.
Which is hilarious because there's hardly any caloric value in it.
It's like 5 calories and it's like 500 grams. Yeah. So we were carrying all that out, and our packs were just absolutely monstrous compared to other people who were just eating nuts and
We
ramen.
were shocked at
So
what
bad.
you guys were packing
Oh,
out.
yeah.
Like half of your bags were so heavy because of food.
We used to make this dessert called type 3 diabetes is what we named it. And it was you get Walmart cookies, the macadamia ones, the white chocolate ones, and then you get Nutella, and you put a layer of Nutella over the top. And then you get the caramel M&Ms and put them on top of that, and then you slow cook it on a jet boil. So it all goes all runny and gooey, and all the M&Ms, all the caramel melts inside, but they still hold the shape.
I don't know if you can see this, but Basecamp is squeezing my leg right now. Hearing you describe this.
It's absolutely incrable, yeah.
Oh my God, you're
I can't
probably
imagine how many
pounding, like-
calories. Yeah.
Like 150 grams of sugar.
Right before bed as well. And let's be honest, how often are we brushing our teeth?
Wait, my other question is, were you like twitching in your sleep or did you even fall asleep?
No, we were able to sleep, but after that, I mean, just if you absolutely food coma it every night, then you're out like a light. That's the way to do it. Some of the meals that we come up with is just crazy. Recently, I've started doing ramen. I'm trying to keep it cheap on this trail, so I've started doing ramen again. But I'm putting sausage and biscuits and gravy, the sauce for that.
Oh, yeah.
Mixing that with ramen. You know, the water that you boil the ramen in, add loads of biscuit and gravy powder to it, and it just makes this real thick, creamy sauce.
It's almost like a fettuccine alfredo with
it's
ramen.
beautiful. It's beautiful.
It's a really good idea.
And it's super cheap
Yeah.
as well. It's so cheap. Oh, so many good things on trail.
Have y'all come across this on the CDT? Because I experienced this on the CT last year. The hiker boxes were loaded with dehydrated meals. Backpackers Pantry, Peak
Yeah.
Refuel, everything.
You have no idea how much money I have spent on Peak Refuel's coconut chicken curry. I must have eaten that about a third of the days I've been on trail as well. Honestly, if I can get any kind of sponsorship from Peak Refuel, I'll be a happy man for life.
Listen, all you have to do is Instagram message them
No,
and tell
no,
them
no,
you're on
no.
the trail and you'll
I
do a
wouldn't do
beautiful
that.
picture.
No,
I'm
I wouldn't do that.
serious.
But no, absolutely, they're the best. They're by far the best. And I think of all of the ones of what the Mountain House, all the different brands, theirs are like 1,000 something calories. Some of them,
They're the biggest calorie intakes for what you get.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
and their biscuits and gravy is like 1,100. The beef marinara is 1,100. Yeah, yeah.
The beef marinara one's
That's good.
the beef pasta marinara. That's my favorite one.
That's
they
good.
have.
Yeah, yeah.
And then I add more cheese to it.
The coconut chicken curry is about $8.50, but I add butter to it, like butter powder. That's what I've started buying. We found butter powder, didn't we? Oh god, it's incredible.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you don't need to add anything to that. They taste so good, but for the calorie sake, a lot of people add olive oil to everything.
No, I think also on the PCT we put like a lot of cheese in the Peak Refuel.
That's
Like
what
in the
I
meals, yeah,
love.
like just a block of cheese, bam, and it's
Oh,
melting
yeah.
inside, and you stir it, and
Basecamp is a cheese stick whore.
I literally will buy a pound, like a block of cheese at every town and just eat it. Or I'll put it in my grits or I'll put it in my
Oh.
pasta. Yeah.
Also, the breakfast,
Yeah.
the best thing ever is the American cereals that we just don't get in the UK. I think part of the reason why I came back to America this time was to eat, what's it called? Wendy's Frosties cereal.
The Frosted Flakes?
Wendy's Frosties cereal. So it was like Nesquik or the Cocoa Puffs.
Never heard of this.
Oh my god, how many pounds of those did I eat on the PCT? We're packing out like full boxes that we'd send to ourselves.
Yeah.
I'd send a full box of just Wendy's Frosty cereal. Like it got ridiculous from Walmart. I think it was like a special thing because I've come back to America this time and I'm devastated. I'm hunting the aisles everywhere to find it and it's not there.
Shows how often we eat processed cereals, I guess, because we have no idea what this is.
Never heard of this.
Well, I think I've tried every single kind of cereal in America. Like we pack out 2 different types of boxes. The ones that I get now are the smalls,
The Lucky Charms?
the Lucky Charms too.
I saw you throwing that at
Oh,
Jedi.
yeah. I'm throwing them on the floor. I throw the marshmallows on the floor and he picks them up.
He's
and
like
eats
a
them.
little dog over there. He's like picking them up and just like putting them in his hands.
calories are calories.
The marshmallows. What marshmallows?
Oh, you mean the little ones?
No,
The
you
Lucky
said
Charms?
another cereal.
Oh, smalls.
Oh, s'mores.
So it's like Golden Grahams and then Cocoa Puffs. And then
I
the
thought he was saying
marshmallows in it.
smalls. Okay.
S'mores.
Sorry.
S'mores.
You gotta talk like America.
Talk like America. Howdy, neighbor.
We deserve that for all the times we tried to impersonate you.
Jedi.
I'm just like, there's so many stories coming up in my head right now of different things that have happened in our lives with you guys, but to stay on track.
Yeah.
Okay. So it feels like and sounds like, especially Cuppa, I feel like Jedi, your food has always stayed pretty the same throughout.
Yeah, this trail I'm cold soaking. I found cold soaking
Oh,
on
that's right.
snow quality.
Miserable.
Yeah.
Miserable.
I remember you started cold soaking in Washington. I was
Yeah,
like,
right.
why, Jedi? Why?
I don't care. I mean, hot food is nice if you go into town. Hot food is really nice into town.
All you eat is ramen.
If you cold soak and you go into town, the best thing is get warm food. And I think on trail it's just you need the calories. I don't care if it tastes good. I just want to smash those calories in my body, and then I'm good. Yeah.
But I think it's important to mention Jedi has like a bodybuilding background. He won't class himself as this, I don't think. But this guy's a monster, and he lifts weights and stuff. So he's so used to just cramming any food into a blender and swallowing it.
Oh, so you're just like crashing food for calorie sake versus taste sake.
I think I have the bodybuilder mind to say I don't need warm food. I don't need good food. I only need calories, protein, and I smash them in my stomach and boom.
He's the sort of guy to blend chicken in water and drink it.
So
that's Marcus Rühl. Yeah, that's a German bodybuilder who did it.
So you see food as a necessity, not a luxury.
No, not really. I mean,
Okay.
it's nice to have snacks. I have a bunch of snacks,
You have
like
lots
gummy
of snacks.
bears. Yeah, I love snacks. I mean,
You were
I'm
carrying,
a
like-
stoner, so.
You were carrying like 3 pounds of gummy bears at one point, just on its own.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
a massive bag of M&Ms, and I'm talking like a full gallon Ziploc bag of M&Ms, and then a massive bag of the cookies from Walmart as well.
Like, I think it was 3 packages of Walmart cookies.
It was huge. Can you
Okay.
send us this picture so we
I
can
will.
put it
Yeah.
on Patreon?
It's like
Yeah.
$15-20 of cookies alone, I feel like.
I wonder which is safer, Walmart cookies or cookies from an organic household chocked full of weed.
Thinking of this though, I know Cuppa, you were very bougie on the PCT at the beginning.
So
like
bougie.
you really needed your lobster ravioli.
Oh god,
You
yeah.
needed your tomato sauce. But then I remember at some point, maybe in Oregon, we heard someone say, maybe it was Jedi, because you guys weren't hiking, like you were hiking different days at that point. Or
Yeah.
maybe it was Washington where we were
Yeah.
talking, and Jedi was like, oh no, Cuppa's completely turned into ramen now. And like and full sugar and like M&Ms.
It was
and
full sugar.
I was
remember
like,
full sugar.
what? Cuppa has completely changed.
I think I was looking at my bank account going,
At the end of the night, yeah.
We feel that too. We were like, okay, we should start doing just ramen and tortillas
Yeah.
and muffins.
yeah.
So it sounds like your I guess your menu devolved throughout the length of the trail.
Well, I think a lot of it comes down to the amount of time that you've got. At the start of the trail, we're happy to spend an hour and a half in camp, faffing around, having a laugh and whatnot. And we're at the end of the trail when we're all running, trying to get ahead of fires, and you're just crunching the miles, and you've got a finishing date to hit. It becomes just a marching match, doesn't it? Where you
Yeah, it
just
does.
crunching miles day after day, and you haven't got the time. I think we ended up eating just bars for breakfast and stuff like this,
Yeah.
which is unheard of
Definitely, yeah.
for us.
I also think I remember that it was pretty hard in Washington to resupply like Peak Meal and all the stuff.
Oh,
So
yeah.
that's why I think Bend in Oregon was like the last town who has like an RAI
Really
really,
good,
close.
Yeah.
So I think that's why you stopped buying Peak Meal.
I do my best to pick up some when I can,
yeah.
and I'm the sort I will carry. I'll try and buy like 8 from REI in one go because you get one back for free. You get
Wait,
your,
you do?
I think if you buy 8, you get your 9
The
for free.
dividends, right?
No.
Not just that. No. If you buy 8, you only pay for 7.
What?
Something like yeah.
I think it was a special sell.
No, it's been
every
constant
time.
every single
Really?
time. Every
Oh.
REI, whenever I've been in the country, once you buy 7, you get your 8th free. Yeah.
REI reps are gonna hate you for saying that. What?
So even when I get, if I hit an REI, even if I've got if it's a 2-day stretch, I'm still going to carry 8 Peak Refuel meals. You know what I mean? And just stagger them out. I've always got about 3 to 4 days extra food probably at all times, which is so ridiculous. It's so stupid, but
Well, and I think though we've talked about this so much is that to us, food, hot coffee, like it means something on trail.
Absolutely.
And because you have such little comforts on trail,
Absolutely,
and so a hot meal on a hard
the
day
difference it makes.
feels so good, and
Yeah.
it's like it brings mental like life back.
Absolutely.
You know,
And I mean, let's be honest, you wouldn't have your trail name Cuppa if you didn't have a stove. So
Yeah.
you can't
Yeah.
you can't make tea. I guess you could cold soak tea, but
know
it'd be
what?
miserable.
You're supposed to, bit of a story about this. You're supposed to, when you get your trail name, you're supposed to wait for ages and someone's supposed to give it you and all this sort of stuff. I kind of cheated a little bit. It was probably about mile 40 or something like that, really early on in the trail. And I've got my own tea bags with me, and this lady is shocked. I can't remember her name. She was absolutely shocked that I was carrying this absolute monster bag of tea bags. She said to me, well, why don't we call you Mug of Tea? Or Mug for short. I was like, well, I'm not being called Mug for the next 6 months.
Sounds like you were arrested.
Yeah, well, in the UK, that means like if you take some for a mug, you're calling them a dickhead basically, or you're calling them an idiot, you know. So I was like, I'm not being called Mug, so I kind of changed it to Cuppa tea instead of Mug of Tea. But yeah, and then that's stuck since. Yeah,
It stuck very well though, because like you were iconic on the trail for making cups of tea.
constantly. Always drinking hot drinks. Half of my food bag now is hot drinks, and it has evolved. It's not just tea now. We've got like chai latte powders and a full bag of coffee. And, you know, it all adds up. So you have to, instead of buying those little packets, I'd rather buy the massive bulk stuff and just carry it.
That's what we do too.
Yeah.
I was saying, didn't you say that you're literally just living off of sugar and caffeine right now?
It's become a problem. And when you start to see that, I didn't have love handles in the first place, but when you start to see it sinking inwards instead of outwards, that's when we need to eat some proper food, I feel like.
Don't worry, I gave you guys a lot of fat this last weekend.
We've been treated to all sorts. We've had a sausage, biscuits and gravy for breakfast today, haven't we?
It was good.
Good. And what did we have yesterday?
Pancakes and sausage.
Oh,
Yeah.
They messaged us on trail. They were like, what are you craving right now? And I was literally drooling, sending this message on the... dribbling on my phone.
Yeah.
Our pasta, we had a spaghetti bolognese, which was just... It's so hard to get proper pasta as well. It takes forever to cook it, doesn't it? I know you can boil it, but you can't carry that much fuel for pasta stuff.
Hard.
Yeah. Last night it was pizza and a lot of fried food.
Oh, it was so good. It was so
Fried
good.
pickles, baby.
We had so many pictures of beer. We went bowling last night with some other friends, and we had so many pictures of beer. And then we'd ordered 2 pizzas and fried food, and then Cupp was like, "I don't think this is enough pizza. I think I'm gonna go order another one."
Yeah, and then obviously you get hit with the tax and tip at the end and everything, and I was like nearly threw up when I saw the
auto gratuity.
Yeah.
Welcome to America.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah, we were shocked that y'all left one piece of pizza to go to the trash can, though.
It was vegetarian though.
Oh, yeah.
You need your meat.
Yeah, I love my meat.
Speaking, are you blushing?
Keep it PG. Keep it PG.
Yeah. Speaking of meat and vegetarian, should we drop some lines about Nick Sticks and Farm to Summit right now?
Sure, you're so good at this. I can interject.
These look so good though, actually. These
Oh.
look so good.
So, vegetarian first, Farm to Summit. We've got a discount code for 20% off in the show notes. It is Feed the Yeti, blah, blah, blah. I'll let you go there and find that discount code. But they are vegan, vegetarian, dehydrated meals, and probably some of the best next to Peak Refuel that we've ever had before. We highly recommend trying those out at least. They have like a grits that we really love, like Southwestern grits or something. They have a chili and cornbread.
They have a pasta, rainbow pasta, and then my most excited one I can't wait to try is a mushroom pot pie.
A mushroom pie. And they also have lattes of like 5-7 different varietals, stuff like that. For those of you who just love their meat, specifically their meat sticks like Cuppa.
Like my meat. I like a specific one meat.
Yeah. You can check out Nick's Sticks. So these are protein sticks, basically. Meat sticks made of grass-fed beef, no introduced antibiotic, other types of meat such as like turkey, chicken. There's actually a pretty wide variety. The code for that to get 10% off of those meat sticks is NS10. Just use the link in our show notes as well and plug in that code NS10 for 10% off. And lastly, once you've had a good hearty meal, you need something to wash it down with. And we really love Element. So that is LMNT. You can go check out their website if you want. But if you want to use the link in our show notes, using that link for your first purchase of Element electrolyte powders. Cannot stress enough the fact that you need electrolytes whenever you're trying to hydrate, not just water. If you use that link in the show notes, you'll get a free sample pack with any purchase of their electrolyte drink mixes. So that is basically a really hearty meal, some meat to put in your mouth, and something to wash it all down with. Right there in one package. Check out the show notes.
That was so good. I do want to say, though, Farm to Summit has been amazing. I'm really loving their food a lot. And I love that they really, like, something that a lot of people don't think about is, a lot of waste happens in grocery stores, restaurants, and something that they do is they'll take the unused grocery store food products,
the ugly fruit and veggies. Yeah,
because people
so good,
so it's like they're almost like they're recycling food versus it becoming waste.
Yeah,
and they make that into what it is, and it tastes so good. And so they're actually taking something, because there's just so much waste in our country,
unnecessary waste,
unnecessary and food. And so they'll take that and they'll make it into magic. And so I think that's really great to support them and to support their company. And they care about health, they care about organic.
Amazing. Yeah,
so I just really love them. I'm really very huge.
It's so hard to
Definitely.
get. It's so hard to get the nutrition that you need on trail as well. I'm in no way healthy. I'm no way like a good representative for health advocacy. Like I'm really not, But even we try, when you're trying to get a bit of greenery, because it's so hard. It's just eating sugar
we're
and
taking
stuff.
like apples and bananas out.
Maybe
Oh,
they'll
do
avocado.
you don't just take sugar? M&Ms.
Well, bananas also have sugar and apples.
Good point.
True. But also the people at Farm to Summit, they're just good, wholesome folks. The trail magic that we're trying to do later in July, we're going back and forth with them to see if they'll be able to provide any samples or something for thru hikers, just something kind of out of the norm and special for them to try out. So yeah, just good people all around.
You want to ask the next question?
Yes. Has thru hiking changed your life? And if so, how? And Jedi, we would like you to answer this one first.
Ooh, okay. How thru hiking changed my life? I think it was really 180 degrees. It changed my life. The view I had on the society, it changed completely. I would also say that I changed my character. I evolved to another person. I don't care so much about the cotton world, how you guys call it, the
It's
cotton
true.
world. Yeah,
We did get that from Crush.
I'm also not really into politics and all the stuff. Everything who's right now, on fire, or last year or 2020. I really don't care about this, and I don't care about if people are ripping their hats off or something. I'm I just want to live my life, want to be happy, free, and when my last day is coming, I want to look back and say I did everything right. I did everything right. And that's what thru hiking is. It's about freedom. It's about living your life how you want to do it.
That's beautiful right there.
So good.
Live without regrets.
I'm so moved.
I know, that's so powerful. We should put music behind it.
I know. Oh, I can get some nice violin music.
Trying to be the next John Muir, this one.
Yeah.
He wants to be on all the posters. Yeah.
Become some quotes.
Yeah, I think John Muir was a proponent of slavery or something, and
Oh damn.
his name has kind of been bashed a little bit.
Well, Jedi is German.
So, oh shh.
Sorry about that.
Oh, we're definitely keeping this in
Sorry
here.
about that. Forgive and forget.
That's why I fought so much in his tent.
Oh no, that's too far. You can't say that. That's too far.
Oh my god.
That's too far.
If you haven't learned yet, Cupp and Jedi do this back and forth, just joke, and it seems like they can't get offended about anything.
No.
We do have
It's
to behave
beautiful.
when we're in the public eye, though. Obviously.
Yeah.
We love it.
Yeah. All right, Cuppa, it's your turn.
What was the question again? Sorry. Did it change my life?
Yeah,
Or
if it did, and how?
has?
I think that thru hiking is probably the best and worst thing for me, in the sense of I was supposed to get a real job and was supposed to do what you're supposed to do, go to university and, finding something to excel at. And I just think that this is just another excuse to procrastinate and travel. And where it has really grown on me is the community side. the friends that you make, the people that you meet. I think just normal traveling, you don't get that same experience because we're all forced to stick to the same line. And it means that every single day on trail, you're going to meet new people. And it feels like the first day of school where, everyone's got to meet each other for the first time. You say hi to each other and you've all got silly names and you've all got different experiences. And it doesn't matter where you're from in the world. It doesn't matter where you sit on the political spectrum, as Jedi said. You get to meet new people and experience things, and you're kind of forced to stick around them for a little while. I think it really opens your mind to meeting people from all over the world who have a similar passion, so you do have something to talk about. But at the same time, it stopped me from excelling at any career or at any... I don't know how to explain it, but I think that pretty much sums it up, doesn't it? Every time I get home, I get all the questions like, when are you going to get a new job? When are you going to get, I was like, oh... Okay.
Well, what if
When am I gonna
hiking
grow
could
up?
be your job, though?
I feel like Willy Wonka in the Chocolate Factory, where you never want to grow up.
Peter
Or
Pan
Peter
syndrome.
Pan, that's the one. Yeah, Peter Pan's another one. Yeah, it has to happen eventually, but I'll do that when my knees are giving in, I think.
Here's the question: are you any good at writing? You should write a book.
Writing.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. My
You
handwriting's
could, yeah.
terrible.
Well, you're good at talking. You could just dictate a
Talk
book.
shit. I can
Yeah,
talk shit.
dictate a book.
Who knows?
Honestly, it's not a bad idea. Maybe you could make something out of what this is into actual money.
We came up with a story, didn't we, on trail, a plot. We try and make movie plots on trail and stuff.
Why
like
don't you
this.
tell me about these things?
You told me that.
I think I got a really good one.
Oh.
I mean, or you could also. So we know these two people, and they like to hike, and they started a podcast, and they talk a lot on the podcast. And if you like to talk, you could start a podcast.
Who knows? Maybe we'll become frequent guests.
Or you could just start your own.
If you keep giving us a house to stay in, we'll come on more.
Fair enough.
I was going to say also, I think, to piggyback what you said, Cuppa, I feel like on trail, no one cares about what you do. Like, it's
Exactly.
not, that's not the first question. Like, oh, what do you do? Because
Yeah.
I feel like in the cotton world, it's like, what do you do? Because
No.
that means
Yeah.
something. It's like the status idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I just love on trail, no one gives a fuck what you do.
Yeah. Now it's like you meet someone and they say, "How fucking disgusting was that water source?" it had a dead skunk in it or something like that, Yeah.
Or that water crossing sucked. Like,
yeah.
I almost died multiple times.
Uh-huh.
Like, that's all we talk about is these like truly physical things that we all experience together. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So we really have gone on a lot of rabbit holes about all the dumb shit that you guys do, which I love. But do you have, can you tell us some stories that can make everyone laugh of the dumb shit you've done in your hiking careers?
What a response already. They're like, there's so much.
There's so many, yeah.
We've mentioned a lot of them though. We have mentioned a lot. Oh, this one, I think that this is a really a good one. Is that when I think that if you are somebody who hikes with somebody else for thousands of miles, you get to know every single bit about them, and there comes a point where it's not all shits and giggles. You are going to bicker. You're going to argue. You guys will know this is a couple.
Yeah.
It's so unrealistic where you're always going to be friends the entire time. I think we've never fallen out. We've never ever fallen out. But we've had some arguments. And I think it's always over the funnier stuff. I think that's where things get really funny is when we're arguing.
You were arguing just earlier today about Jedi said you never give him food when he's in need or
Oh.
something.
And then I was like, I'm never giving you food ever again.
That was
mate.
so funny, honestly. I was watching this whole thing. I was like, wow.
He gave me food, but I was not in need. He's like, every time, he's like the guy who's carrying so much food. He's like, oh, do you want to try this? Do you want to have this? Do you want to have some of that?
Yeah, I'm never giving him food ever again as of today. We were on. Jedi flew to England and we hiked the coast to coast,
Right.
which was an amazing hike. And this is about a year after the PCT. Now, I've told him before he's come that if you think Oregon mosquitoes are bad midsummer, wait till you experience the midges around the lakes of the Lake District in England.
Oh, God.
Or the midges in Scotland. I think you call them in America no-see-ums.
I've heard them call that, but I call them midges.
The tiny little things, tiny little flies, and there's so many of them is the problem that they'll just eat your skin. Like they're absolutely horrible. I've warned him just like that. He's had an entire year to fix his tent from the PCT, where his zip doesn't work, where he can't actually close his tent at night. So we've got to this lake, and the midges, I will send a picture of this as well. The sky is moving above us. And I'm in my tent. I've settled down. I've killed all of them. What I like to do, this is a really good tip for mosquitoes as well. Take your hat off, your cap, and use the flat side of your cap and squish them all against the walls. And it's the best thing ever though. When they've been eating you all day and you can massacre the lot of them in your tent. It's awesome. It's
All
like
at one
revenge.
time.
Yeah, it's like absolute revenge. And then he's gone, Cuppa, I can't close my tent. I'm getting eaten alive. So I said, right, well, what do you want to do then? So then he's come and crawled into my tent. And Jedi is the sweatiest, smelliest, cheesiest German you could ever meet. He's absolutely repulsive to sleep with. I can't. It's like he holds in all of his gas all day just to get in my tent and release it. You know, it's absolutely vile.
And he's twice your size.
It's huge, and he stinks, and he snores, and he farts, and he burps, and the whole lot. It's awful, absolutely awful. So anyway, he's got in my tent. I've then barely slept for the entire night. We've then done the next day, and then he's had to get in my tent again. But the thing is that he sets his tent up, and then he was waiting till I've massacred all of them in my tent. And then finally, as I'm just about to settle down, he goes, Cuppa, I'm getting in your tent. And then I've got this like baboon climbing in my tent with all the midges following him. We've got to start all over again. So then finally, I think by the third day, we got to a town and I think I found duct tape. Yeah. I think I found duct tape and I said to him, right, I'm going to, let's duct tape you in at night. You know, part of it, I wanted to duct tape his mouth as well at this point. So we've duct taped him, we've trapped him in the walls. And about half an hour later, I hear this tearing and he's gone out for a piss. And I'm thinking, what are you doing? What? Oh my God, really? You've gone for a wee, yeah. So then you've gone to the toilet, you climbed out your tent and gone to the toilet. And then you thought, oh yeah, because I thought I could seal it back up again. And then he's like, he's full of midges and he's gone, Cuppa, I need to get in your tent again. And I've lost the plot at this point. And I think we had a shouting match. And I think it was partly because I was saying to you, you've had all day to sort this out. And he was going, there's no shops. What do you mean I can sort it out? What am I going to do? Use a fence post? Use a sheep?
No, also, at this point, Cuppa is saying we have a lot of time. But he's like the person on trail who's rushing the most. Like, if he want to see art galleries, we have like hours of time, like the whole day. If I want to do something, 5 minutes is too long for him. He's like, come on, guys, we have to go, let's go.
It's all about me all the time. So that was a bad one. That one drove me nuts. But we're always bickering, little things like that.
But I was not angry. He was angry, but I was like, mimicking him. I was like,
he had the audacity, after I've let him in my tent for 3 nights, barely any sleep, to start going, I was like, right, you're getting out. You're getting out now.
Yeah, I really love it when I know people are pissed off. I love to put like oil into the fire. Yeah.
Good for you. Good for you.
Like, and he knows after that many miles, he knows exactly how to do it. I'll tell you.
Push your buttons.
Yeah.
It's the Gate Rebellion. Just yesterday, y'all were telling me something else about you would cross the Gila water crossings backwards.
Oh, yeah. People were laughing about us for doing that.
Wait, what did you do? I didn't hear this part.
Oh yeah, you were.
People getting really stressed out about the Gila, rightly so, because it was high and it was silly and it was dangerous.
How much was it? 256.
260 CFS, I think it's called
per second or something.
And they say like 200, you should be crossing it really.
Yeah. 230 or something
like that. I mean, it wasn't ridiculous. We're making it sound a lot worse than it is. It wasn't ridiculous. I think it's really hard if you're like, for example, somebody who's like 5'2". Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Then it's going to be really difficult. But we were like, I struggled a bit. It's hard to say how high it was because when it hits the front of you, it's going to be a lot higher than it is behind you.
Right.
But it was like sometimes it was up above our chest and stuff. And there was actually one point where he was swimming in it.
Yeah, I had like
with his backpack.
I was carrying my backpack over my head.
Swimming.
And then just
throw
my pack like onto land and swim.
Yeah. And so we would try and find the worst spots to try and cross because it was funny. And obviously everyone else is like trying to be really serious and safe and sensible, which we should be doing as well, I know. And then Jedi said, right, this next one, I'm going to do it backwards. So he's using these Jedi mind tricks to walk backwards. You're not allowed to look where the exit is. You have to wade all the way back and just hope for the best that when you get to the land on the other side, you can exit out. Yeah, it was a good game. It's good fun.
Yeah.
And we were filming it and people were just thinking we were absolute idiots for that.
Jedi showed me this video of him doing it backwards and he was spot on.
Perfect.
Like he went straight back and then he just knew when to veer back to the right a little bit.
Perfectly into the exit of the river.
See,
and I was looking the whole time straight into the camera.
Yeah, people were laughing at that one.
My God.
That's perfect.
Yeah, a lot of stuff like that. When it gets really shit, I feel like we're always having a laugh.
I think, we tried to make the best out of it.
Yeah.
You make a game out of it, it sounds
when people I always find that's a really hard point on trail, just completely randomly, is when you hit the midway point and people start quitting and just dropping off, and that's what's really hard. But I feel like we both just try and make it as fun as possible each time.
Yeah. Wasn't there an incident with children's tattoos on your face?
Oh my god. Okay. We've pulled up to this
What?
town. Right, we've pulled up to this town and all is like we were just walking down the toys aisle. We buy like water pistols and stuff and just dumb
Wait,
shit.
where
when we
was this on the CDT or the
On the
PCT?
PCT.
PCT, okay.
So we bought like loads of the tattoos, the water tattoos. You know, you stick them on you. They're just stickers really that you do with water.
Stickers, yeah.
And they stay on you for a few days. We
the
bought,
water tattoos.
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
Yeah.
So we bought loads of them. We were going to do one at first, but we had like a few packets of them. We ended up covering each other's faces in them. Yeah. And then I think I was sticking a tramp stamp on Jedi's ass.
I remember hearing about that.
Yeah. And Jedi was saying at this point, it was like, do you not think we should have probably tried to get hitched before we covered ourselves in time? We look like prisoners, you know.
We covered our faces with
the
tats,
whole lot, yeah. And then this guy just pulled up and he was like, "Your guys need a ride?" Something. And Jedi had the audacity to turn around and say, 1 minute, we're just finishing off our tattoos.
Oh.
And then we got on trail again, yeah. But we were covered in tattoos for like days, yeah.
We
did
didn't see you.
We did it a second time. I did like a whole sleeve on my arm. Just with like kid tattoos.
Oh, it was Mary. What was her name?
Yeah, lightweight.
Lightweight.
Pussycat. We had like
Pussycat, yeah.
Pussycat. We had like all letters from A to Z.
He had like "I'm a virgin."
I'm a
written on him.
virgin.
Yeah.
I remember him telling about this.
It was good fun. Those tattoos are good fun.
And yeah, my whole sleeve, my whole underarm, and my whole arm was full of.
Yeah. They were so cheap, so why not? You know.
Yeah.
I really feel like actually, because I know one of my questions at the end will be like, what do you want to give to future people that want to thru hike, like any advice, or people that want to do another thru hike? But I feel like you said something that I just want to hit on, and it's whenever things get hard, making a game out of it or trying to find the fun in it.
They say embrace the suck, don't they?
Yeah.
That's the phrase.
Yeah.
Where you've just got to get on with how shit it is and just suck it up
do it
and get on with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
True that.
Which I always got I'd start crying or I'd get really angry whenever hard things would happen. But that's really a good piece of advice, I think, to take with us in future thru hiking. Is like, how can I make a game out of this moment?
Yeah.
Because we won't always be here, and this won't always be the case.
And that doesn't mean do silly things that are dangerous. It doesn't mean like
like going backwards down the Gila River.
Yeah. But we're not the best examples. Practice what you preach, isn't it?
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean that when there's a lightning storm, you go and climb up a faultina.
Exactly.
That's not what it means. It
like
means,
here's a game. Whoever gets up here first wins.
Yeah. Who could stick the trekking pole highest in the air on the top of a faultina with a lightning storm coming? No, but it's when things like the mosquitoes are eating you alive. Just accept that it's not going to be like that the whole time. That there are fun stuff.
You guys played in Washington the game. What is it? Backpack roulette?
Oh, when we come to a massive climb, this is a perfect example.
Yeah.
When we come to a massive climb, like it's you do like 1,000, 2,000 meters or something, like 3,000 feet, 5,000
like
feet,
a sucky
something
climb.
crazy, or like 1,000 feet in a mile.
Yeah.
This is a game I love to play because I've always got the heaviest pack. But you pick numbers and then you pull out the numbers randomly, sorted to a different pack. And you have to get up that hill with that pack of the other person. So it's a fun game to play with your family, yeah. So I always win because no matter what, I've got the heaviest pack.
until Wesley.
I would not play with you. This is why you two don't know about the game. I'm not playing it with you guys.
We had heavier packs than you guys.
You guys are ridiculous. Yeah. So that's a good game to play. And then you get to the top and you finally get your pack back again. Whenever somebody goes to the toilet, stick a rock in the pack while they're not looking. That's another fun game. That's a really, really fun one. And you've got to stick it in like spots that they won't necessarily find it straight away. So stick it in like a zipped up area on the top somewhere, where the passports are or something like that. Stick a couple, maybe like you can get probably a good 2 kilograms in before people realize. Yeah, you'd be so surprised. I was furious. I think I hiked like 300 miles and then finally found one. I was furious. And to be fair, that's ridiculous. When you consider how much we spend on gear and then someone sticking rocks in your pack, it'll make you fuming, but it will make you laugh as well.
I still remember in Crabtree Meadows, you had gone off to take a poop or something.
Yeah.
And you're sleeping. Your sit pad was like flying away, and Jedi gets up and grabs it, and he rams your ice axe into it and like skewers it to the ground. He's like, I made it for him anyway. He won't be mad.
But everyone was shocked. Everyone was shocked. Was like, oh my god, he's just destroyed his piece of gear. He's going to be furious. And they didn't know that we just pulled it out of the hiker box about a mile back.
What was so funny about the moment, though, was that it flew off. Jedi grabbed it. It flew off again. Jedi grabbed it again. And then it flew off. And I see Jedi's like, and he like goes and grabs it very confidently. And just like the way you picked up the ice axe and then you just threw it in there and you're like,
Intuition.
well, that solves that.
No,
and like, it was just like, and we all were just like, oh
no regard for my gear whatsoever. None
Yeah.
whatsoever. Yeah.
that was a good fun one.
It was.
Yeah. You want to move on to the Jedi Cuppa questions?
Did y'all have any other like really
Crazy
great stories that you
moment?
wanted to share? Or
Oh, I'm not too sure. You have to fish them out of us. That's the problem.
okay,
That's
well,
hard.
something comes to you, just let us know.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, we can always have them on again if
How's the town
Yeah.
called again in North California? Northern California.
Oh, 4th of July was funny.
Yeah,
Is that what
yeah,
you're on
yeah.
about? Okay.
You were in this town, yeah. And
We
I was
went
like on
into-
the way to the town, and I saw a bear, really young one, far away. But I was like sitting down.
wait, was it a
watching-
cub?
No, it was
Okay.
not. Oh, there's another story about a Cupp. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
another crazy story.
Here we go.
Before
That's
that, yeah.
3.
The day to Donner Ski Ranch when I lost.
Oh,
first of
God.
all, I lost all my
Oh, let me-
batteries, like my batteries.
I'm going to stop you. Let me take over this because this is. I
No,
was
no,
so
no.
angry at this. No, I was so angry. I'm going to tell this story. Jedi has lost his. There you go, Jedi.
Jedi.
We've,
See, there it is.
We've headed out of Donna's. We've headed out to Tuolumne Meadows.
Yeah.
And he's left all of his power banks down. He's forgotten all of his stuff, so he's got no power banks, no electricity. Yeah.
Whole charging stuff.
He lost all of it. He lost the lot. I have been kind enough to lend him some of my power bank to charge up his phone so that he can be safe and use far out and get to the next spot. He set up his tent that night and he's put a movie on with the power that I've given him.
It was Star Wars: Revenge of the Sith.
He's put a movie on.
That was worth it.
Yeah.
No, but this is a guy who just smokes weed every time he sits in his tent. So he's gotten really high and then he's fallen asleep about 3 minutes into it and the phone's just run completely flat. And then this is karma all over. What happened next?
So next happened, I followed footsteps through the snow. There was still snow.
Oh, I remember
So I
hearing
followed
about
footsteps. I was like just 7 miles away from Donner Ski Pass. Easy day, all downhill. And I just found footsteps going to the left instead of the right. So I was going downhill. I'm like, where's the trail? Like, it's just a really steep climb downhill. And then I went into a village who was a ghost town, like in the woods. Yeah, it was maybe some private houses, like deep in the woods, so they have like their privacy. But it was like a ghost town. No one was there. So I thought that's the trail. I have to follow like a dirt road into Donner Ski Pass. I don't know. And I was hiking the whole day.
How many
Maybe-
miles was it? How many miles did he go off?
46 maybe.
Karma.
Maybe 30.
Karma.
Maybe just
Shit.
30, but I think with the trail miles it was like 40, yeah. And I
I
was
remember.
like desperate. There was a town called Woods Hole or something with woods. And I saw a sign that it was 60 miles away, and then when I stopped it was just 30 miles away. At this point I knew I was totally wrong. I was like lost.
But you had
And
no
then-
phone.
My phone was dead, yeah. But I found water. I had enough food, I think, maybe. And yeah, I was like, it was 7 p.m. I was eating dinner, set up my tent, and this guy, really, it was a dirt road in the nowhere. And this guy came with his Subaru, like, it was really like off-road race car. And I was like going onto the street, waving with my hands, like, please stop. And he's like, yeah, what's up? I'm like, I'm lost in the wood. My phone is dead. So where's Donner Ski Pass? And he's like, yeah, that's like 40 miles away, but I can drive you there. And I'm like, damn, yeah. So at this point, I also had the platypus gravity filter
Yeah.
to filter my water. And I was like putting all my stuff in this bag of his car and forgot to put my lids on my water bottles.
So he soaked this guy's
So,
whole
Yeah,
vehicle.
his whole vehicle was with
Oh.
water. But he drove me to the Donner Ski Pass, to a gas station who was closed. I was camping right next to the gas station, and there was a railroad for trains.
I remember that.
Yeah, and I was bushwhacking in, camped there the night. Every hour, I think the whole night, there was a train running. So I had no sleep, but
Karma.
I was back on trail. So it was
I
okay.
was very happy hearing this story.
I do remember you telling us about that and how you like got
And I got
lost.
trail magic from Dan, like Azul's husband.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
He was a legend. The amount of times he would
Yeah.
just turn up to
Yeah.
help Azula, but he'd have some things for us
Of
as well and
course.
stuff. What a guy.
I remember, so we've got this like ongoing Instagram group chat with everyone from our family on the PCT. And I remember at some point, Build-A-Bear messaged in the group chat and he's like, I've lost Jedi. What was that about?
You were on
That's my first shroom trip. Yeah. Like Moose, I think from the Netherlands, she got like trail magic. She got mushrooms like as trail magic, but she was too afraid to take them. So I was like, I never took mushrooms. I really want to try it on trail if I have the chance. So why not?
Shrooms are legal here, by the way, in these areas that we're going.
So it was going out of Chester, I think. Was it?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, out of
in
Chester.
NorCal.
Yeah. And I took. Normally, you take all of it at once. Like it was perfectly dosed. Like she told me it's perfectly dosed. You can take all of it. But I was like a little bit scared. But Build-A-Bear was saying, "Oh yeah, I can
Watch you.
watch you. Yeah, if you're tripping." And I'm not sure if he was ahead of me or behind. He must be
Oh,
ahead of me
no.
because he lost me. Yeah. So I took like a little piece first, waited 10 minutes, another piece, waited another 10 minutes, and then I'm like, okay, book it. I'm gonna take all of them. And it was on the top of a ridge when it started. Like, woo, it's getting funky. So it was
guys.
bright. It was still day. And I saw like stars flicking in the air. I'm like, wow. And that's also I met, what's his name again? Kentucky Trainwreck?
Kansas Express.
Kansas Express. Every time I think about Kentucky, I don't know why. I don't
Kansas Express Kentucky train wreck.
Like I know exactly who he means.
Very similar.
yeah. And I met this guy and I was talking to him and told him like, yeah, my first time I took mushrooms. And he's like, nice for you, man. Yeah. I'm doing the calendar triple crown calendar year. I'm like, yeah, nice for you.
Yeah.
Good for you.
It was so nice. Yeah. Ooh, sorry.
Did you have any squares explaining the meaning of life to you?
Maybe.
I remember on that clinical trial I was doing, the doctor coming up to me and me looking at him and going, "You look like a sweet potato." And I've been there a few times. And maybe I told him that afterwards, I'm not sure. But I've been there a few times, and so I know the staff there, you know, and they were asking me like, "Can we come in? Can we sit in the film?" I was like, "Yeah, I don't mind. Whoever comes in, whatever." And they were coming. I think they're not allowed to influence you in any way because it could scare you. It could make you, you know, whatever. They're looking at me. I'm laughing hysterically in the faces, looking directly at them, and I just see them turning around and going. They're like trying to keep it professional as much as they can. Yeah.
I just love when I saw Build-A-Bear's message. He's like, I've lost Jedi. Like I can hear.
He'd have been so
Build-A.
worried. He'd have
Yeah.
been so worried.
I know. It's like, where is Jedi gone?
But I think in the morning I was meeting Azul, and then we took a swim, and like there was a lake with a
I
little
remember
canyon.
that.
A kayak or canyon? I don't know.
Uh-huh.
I think it was a kayak.
Yeah, I think there was a
Canyon, yeah.
kayak.
It was like
yeah.
a tiny kayak, yeah.
Yeah.
And we chilled like the whole day there.
I remember because she messaged and said, I found Jedi.
Yeah.
It was
Azul, that lady, it doesn't matter how cold it is, she's getting in that water. I've never understood it in a million years. It doesn't, it'll be like, you'll come up to her and she'll be at a lake and she'll be bashing a hole in the ice for her to dip herself in. I'll be like, oh, how could she just feels no pain. Yeah.
It's pretty amazing. We didn't even get into our first lake until Washington, Lake Valhalla.
Yeah.
Yeah, right after Stevens Pass.
Because they were
That's
all
fun.
frozen before then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and we were
No,
like then
Oregon.
trying to make miles.
We
so-
were in Oregon. How is it called? Crystal Lake?
Oh, we had some lovely
Oregon
lakes.
Crystal
Yeah.
Lake.
Oh,
That was like
that sounds familiar.
beautiful
That was
lake.
beautiful, yeah.
Full of no mosquitoes because it was full of dragonflies.
Like the blue ones. They were really cool,
Oh,
yeah.
It was full of dragonflies.
Which
So
is
cool.
huge in Oregon because
Yeah.
Oregon was a
It was a
fucking
disaster.
storm with
Yeah,
mosquitoes.
disaster. You
We
couldn't
hated
sit
it.
down. It was
No.
like you were moving all day,
Yeah.
and they were
Yeah.
just as fast as we were. And if you stopped at any point,
Right.
you're getting eaten alive.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did a 24-hour challenge in Oregon just because we were like, we just want to. At
Can't
night, we
handle them.
learned
Yeah.
that the
Yeah.
mosquitoes weren't as bad, so we were like, well, let's just do it and
Yeah.
get through Oregon.
Yeah.
And I remember this kid did it with us.
Side quest.
Side quest. He was like, I'll do it with you guys.
Yeah.
And so, and a couple others had done it, but they kind of bailed at midnight and we're like, we're done. We're we're going to go sleep.
Yeah.
But he stayed with us the whole way, and the sun's coming up, and we're all so tired that we are sitting down just to eat just a breakfast bar or something, just to get some calories in us.
Yeah.
And we're sitting there staring off into nothing, and the mosquitoes are coming in hordes, and we don't even care because we're so tired.
Yeah.
We're just sitting there, the mosquitoes are just coming on us. We have our head nets on, and we're just like drinking some coffee, like trying to survive.
Oh. I love the outfits that you find hikers wearing during that season. People are wearing like rubber gloves. People are wearing like garden equipment. And you were dressed like a beekeeper the other day, running down the frog togs with his hat on and his net over his head.
Beekeeper.
Do you remember a guy called Pussycat? I think he ordered like a yellow outfit from Amazon or something.
Oh, did he?
He just looked like
a chemistry outfit. Yeah, I think.
He looked like a serial killer, in bright yellow, running down the hill with like a hazmat suit on. Yeah,
hazmat suit on. I love that.
Hikers will do anything they can to get out the mosquitoes.
That's true.
Yeah.
We will.
Yeah, we started wearing our rain gear, which worked out really well.
does work.
When I was filtering water, I put like my rain pants on, my rain jacket. It was like so hot. It was like 90 degrees.
Yeah, and we were sweating right when we put it on.
Yeah.
But the mosquitoes wouldn't eat you through it.
That's all you could do.
That's all we could do was survive.
Yeah, it's like, do you want to sweat yourself to death or be eaten alive?
By just mosquitoes everywhere.
Yeah. Should we go into the next?
Yeah, we should.
Okay. Before we started this podcast interview, we asked Cuppa and Jedi to share one question they wanted us to ask the other one on their behalf. So I don't have Cuppa's typed out. So if you want to read the one from Jedi to Cuppa, I remember the one that Cuppa wants us to ask Jedi.
Okay.
Cool.
All right. So this is from Jedi to Cuppa.
Yeah.
What
Here
one?
we go.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
What one topic occupies your mind the most while on trail? Tea, scones, sweaty sex, falling off a cliff.
Oh my god. Right. I'm going to avoid the hints that he gave there. The one thing that is on my mind all the time when I'm hiking, probably it's such a boring answer, this one. Of all the answers, it's probably just going to be, how many miles have we done? Like, it's never off my mind. How many times do I say that to you a day? Yeah. Oh, we've only done 5 miles. Oh, we're gonna keep going. Oh, why are you sitting down? This is only 4.5. We need to do 5.
You sound just like me, Cuppa.
Constant.
Oh,
and I know I need to stop, but yeah, constant. And then whenever it's a successful day, I was like, oh, we've done great. We've done 9 miles. We should keep going. It never ends. It never ever ends. Always thinking about how many miles have I done. Mileage. That's always on my mind.
That's exactly. I'm truly the exact same. Because it's like if we've done 25 miles, then I feel satisfied.
Yeah.
But if it's like I'm looking at my watch,
so
I'm like 10 miles.
disappointed
That's
at
all
myself.
we've done.
I'm so disappointed when we've only done 10 miles in a day. Like that will really eat at me.
Me
for that
too.
whole evening. Like it really will.
Me too.
Okay.
Now I'm scared.
Okay, this is from Cuppa to Jedi.
Mm-hmm.
So Jedi, if you were to win the lottery for about $10 million, how would you, one, use that to augment your gear? Would you go like super ultralight? Would you keep exactly what you have? And then I'll ask you the second part after you answer that.
I mean, with 10 millions, I would definitely buy the best and lightest gear ever.
Do you have any gear in mind?
Not really, no. Maybe I would ask Build-A-Bear if he did like some work for me. Yeah. Maybe he's doing some ultralight stuff for me.
When he talks.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Build-A-Bear, in his interview, he was talking about starting his own gear company after the CDT. So
Jedi is so sentimental about his equipment. Like when he's his first backpack, his tent, he nearly cried when he put that tent in a hiker box and it was in bits. It was in pieces. I was thinking, leave it behind, Jesus. And he's already done an extra 500 miles with it past what it should have done,
Yeah.
Okay.
And your old backpack, you wanted that back as well. So
Yeah. It's still at Prism's house, I think. Yeah. Yeah.
It's really sentimental. I don't necessarily believe in there. We'd have to get him a winning lottery ticket, and then we'd find out. I think.
You said at Prism's house?
Yeah. I sent it. My old backpack is at Prism's house.
Oh.
Yeah. I sent it from Kennedy Meadows South when I bought like the ULA.
When we were
at the
all
Triple
there,
Crown.
yes,
Yeah.
right.
I remember
Send
that.
it there.
It cost him more than the price of the backpack to send it to
To
prison.
send it to Prism, yeah.
That's so
But
stupid.
it was also my Garmin is in there. Some other stuff like my AT shirt is still in this backpack. So there's a lot of good stuff in there.
Some goodies.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's in a hiker box now.
The other part of this question is, of that 10 million that you won, how much would you give to Cuppa?
I would say with 10 millions, I can travel the whole life. My whole life.
Excuse me, that wasn't the question.
So, no, I would say 10 is enough. So maybe nothing? No, maybe if I say, yeah, come and travel with me, I would give him like 500,000, maybe
Okay.
$1 million.
Okay.
Because
okay.
I know I can't spend in my lifetime $10 million.
Yeah.
I could never spend this
I
with
definitely
like
could.
this lifestyle.
On Peak Refuels alone, I could do that.
I mean, of course, I could buy a Lamborghini or something else, but
I
this
mean-
lifestyle, with this lifestyle and the knowledge, okay, I just need a backpack, and everything in my backpack is what I need for my life. My grandchildren could live with that.
Yeah.
Like they would still have ton of $1 million
Yeah.
left.
I mean, you call Cuppa your trail wife. You could buy him a really nice engagement ring with all that.
Haribo rings.
Rebo rings.
Oh my god. Okay, are we doing
Great.
rapid fire questions? Do you want to take odds and I take even?
Yeah, I think we should do the rapid fire questions. So all the other questions, we kind of ran those by Cuppa and Jedi first. These they have not seen or heard yet. And Cuppa and Jedi, I just want you both to answer and ring out answers whenever you want to.
And
Oh,
top
here we
of your
go.
head, they have to be like instant. You can't think about it. You just got to say it.
Okay.
Is it just yes or no questions?
Yeah.
Or?
No, it's
No.
actual answers.
Okay.
That's
Oh,
okay.
yeah, actual answers.
You ready?
Okay, the first one.
Is it to who?
It'll be to both of you.
To
Both
both
of
of you. Just start yelling
On each.
out.
Okay.
Best poop on trail.
Oh.
Best poop on trail.
Uh-huh.
Ooh, I would say
Did a pretty good one about an hour ago in this house. So good that I actually told Jedi to come and look at it.
That's true. The base camp of Mount Whitney, because I love the freestanding toilet there. Yeah.
I love
Okay.
the open air ones where you just sit on the throne
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
other hikers can go past. I think that's really funny.
There you go.
That's good. Okay. Ever wanted to kill the other person?
Yeah, all the time, constantly.
I could, so I'm never thinking about it.
No one would ever find me.
He take you to Germany.
Okay, worst argument you've ever had with the other person.
It might be that one. We don't argue too badly. It might be that one that we said with the mosquitoes or the midges.
Yeah.
That was a
I
bad
think
one.
that's the one.
And the other one that we mentioned when we were off trail, lost in Yosemite, and we weren't supposed to be there, and he was walking down off a cliff and saying, "I'm going this way," and I was like, "Okay, go off the cliff. You enjoy yourself." That was another one. But we never really fight.
Yeah.
We were always over it in about 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Who farts more?
Jedi, it's
Yeah.
vile, absolutely vile. An absolute animal.
Do you
If you,
agree?
if you don't want mosquitoes, just hike in front of Jedi because we'll clear them all out behind you.
So you're like Timon and he's like Puma.
It's absolutely vile. Yeah.
Jedi, do you agree?
Yeah. 100%.
He drinks chocolate
All right,
milk
it's-
for that
it's
reason
unanimous.
alone, I think.
Yeah.
I think
Are you lactose? You just chug milk and then.
I think I'm drinking too much lactose.
he
Yeah.
drinks a gallon of chocolate milk on the day he gets into town and then a gallon the next day. So we'll do a gallon a day of chocolate milk when we're in town.
Oh my god.
And then imagine sharing a room with that fat bastard, having to deal with that.
Nestle would love you.
Yeah, you should get sponsored. All right, your turn.
Who has worse hygiene?
Whoa. I think probably me.
You.
Really?
Yeah, probably
He's
me.
sleeping in his sweaty clothes.
I
after
don't
the
get
hike.
changed. I
That's
just think,
so
what's the
disgusting,
point?
I think.
But I
And
think
it's bad for your skin, like for your back. Your back can't breathe the whole day because you're wearing your backpack.
no, but like if I've not showered, why am I gonna? You just have to embrace the stink
well, it's
because
just like
what's the
having
point?
fresh clothes.
But then they're going to be
Ugh.
filthy within about an hour of you being in them anyway. So there is no point. All you're doing is carrying extra bulk and extra clothes. And the amount of clothes Jedi carries, he's got like 5 t-shirts with him, which is so unheard of. How many have you got? Maybe 6? No, be honest. How many have you got? Count them. And this is some of them are cotton as well. We're not talking ultralight stuff. He'll pick up like a shirt from Trail Days or something and he'll carry it all the way and things
Oh,
like
wait.
this.
Right now I have a Patagonia t-shirt, my Hawaiian t-shirt, my Jolly Gear, my long sleeve Patagonia, the Tumble On.
It's crazy. It's
long
actually
sleeve.
crazy.
Yeah, that's it.
You're
2
fine.
pair of shorts, 2 pair of socks.
point proven. Yeah.
But
all your-
also, I'm a guy who's sweating so much, so I love to put like new stuff on, just so I'm feeling no filth.
I genuinely, and this
Not
might be a
thirsty.
shameless plug for someone we have made friends with, but the material of this Jolly Gear stuff, and I think Builder mentioned that he wasn't a big fan of it. There's no right answer. Everyone's different, obviously. It's super stretchy. I feel like it airs out really well.
Yeah.
And I think maybe it's just because I've got a bigger one. I absolutely love it. I don't feel disgusted in it all the time.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm pretty reasonably clean.
That's a great question to ask Jolly, because we had some of the original models, and I feel like ours would not dry quickly,
Right?
but they were super comfortable.
Yeah. I mean, it feels like, the material that you clean glasses with?
Yeah.
That's what it feels like to me, but it's turned into clothes. Like it's a bit more stretchy.
Okay.
These have got some stretch to them, so maybe they've changed materials or whatnot,
Yeah,
but
he
I
changed,
absolutely
yeah.
love mine. Yeah.
And the designs are pretty great.
Yeah.
Okay, next question. Best far out comment you've ever read.
Oh, jalapeno blowjob. one.
jalapeno blowjob, of course.
And then all the
That's it.
comments underneath it was like, just had a jalapeno blowjob. It was at a burger. So somebody I don't know if it's a typo or something, but somebody put
It was
just on.
Tuesday was commenting
Oh my
it
God.
too.
It was on a really random shop in the middle of nowhere, and there must have been on the menu there. It said, just had the jalapeno blowjob burger. I'm in agony or something like that.
No, it was like after the
I'm in
after the jalapeno burger, I gave my boyfriend a blowjob or something,
that
and
was
now
it.
he's in agony, something like this.
And then the comment underneath it was all other people putting, I want me a jalapeno blowjob.
I think I still have also screenshots of like comments from the PCT about like someone was saying like, Jesus Christ, this is really a sandy spot, because it was like a lot of sand there. And someone else, like his name on far out was Jesus Christ. And he's like, I'm so sorry for you.
There's so many people are so creative with the comments.
I
on the
love
on the
it.
like the markers that are just not quite as important. People get real creative with them.
Or there are some spots on the PCT with like a dam, and some people would comment like, damn, that's a dam.
Oh, these beavers have been working hard,
those
and it's like
beavers.
concrete.
It was a concrete dam, yeah.
I think.
I always love that the 10 out of 10 would shit here again
Oh
types of
yeah, they're
comments.
good.
Stuff like
yeah,
that.
they're good.
Yeah, those are funny.
I always love it when it's on McDonald's and someone puts great water sauce, good flow.
That's good. That's good. Best meal on trail. So not town, but trail.
It's got to be Peak Refuel coconut chicken curry. I don't think anything beats.
Someone get this man a sponsorship. Come on.
I'm begging. I'm on my hands and knees here.
Maybe we should take a picture of him with this peak.
Wait, you're on your hands and knees with a jalapeno blowjob?
Jalapeno coconut chicken curry blowjob. And you? You just eat ramen. It's vile. It's foul. Just
No.
Jedi will do cold ramen. That's his answer.
No, I would also say peak meals.
Okay, Pete.
They're
Sure.
Is there
real
a specific peak meal though?
It's good on trail, yeah. It's a good
Which
trail
is your
food.
favorite? Which out of them?
I think it's the Alfredo.
Oh, you love that one. Yeah.
The
Yeah.
chicken
Okay.
Alfredo.
Yeah.
Best meal in town.
Oh.
Of everything.
Oh yeah, on the 80, there's in New Jersey sandwich store, and they make like meatball sandwiches. And holy shit, we were like eating 3 of them in the store and packed out 2 of them because they were so good. And I told, when Dan was hiking the AT last year, I
Mhm.
told him, go to this place. Go
Okay.
to this place and try this sub.
Nothing makes me happier than In-N-Out Burger.
Oh yeah, In-N-Out is
Oh
also
my
good,
God.
yeah.
Wait, animal style or?
I don't think the fries are all that. I'm on about the burgers.
Okay.
Getting triples and packing out more of them, and it's just the best thing ever.
Okay.
All right.
By the way, did we ever settle on a name for Dan? Because his trail
He's
name
got
has changed
so
so many
many.
times.
Rogue
I
Dan
think it's
Cake.
official, it's Rogue, yeah.
He's got
Wait,
another one for the.
But he changed it.
He changed it to
Cookie
Cookie
Monster.
Monster.
Cookie
Oh,
Monster's
yeah,
another
Cookie
one.
Monster.
Right, yeah.
We still call him Dan. He'll always be Dan to us.
Yeah, because he never actually settled on a name on the trail. So
Yeah.
He's ruined his chance for a trail name because of that.
What did you name? And I thought you had a really clever name for him.
it was
Deuces came up with this.
peekaboo.
Peekaboo's a brilliant name for him.
Yeah.
It's a great name for him.
Yeah, we will always say that that
Yeah.
is truly the name you
Uh-huh.
should be.
I can't wait to have Dan on the podcast.
Oh,
Yeah.
I know.
Next question. Have you ever eaten yourself physically sick on trail?
I eat until I fall asleep, and that's a common occurrence on trail. Like it's
I
really,
think
really
we're doing
common.
it all night.
Okay.
Yeah.
All day, yeah.
Till I was physically sick though. I do have a story though when we were super, super drunk at that Grumpy Bears retreat. When we knew we were all having a few days off. I remember being
Yeah.
absolutely slaughtered. We've waddled to the campsite. I've said waddled about 3 times this podcast.
Yeah, you have.
We-
But you did waddle to
Okay,
the
yeah.
campsite.
And I think I think I'd have to do about 3 laps around my tent. I was so drunk just to find the entrance.
Do you remember how we tried to pitch Prism's
Oh,
tent
that was
that
so
night
much
too?
fun. If you want a fun time, get really drunk and get 10 thru-hikers to try and put a Z-Pax tent up. Because they're all holding a guy rope each and they're all trying to like find the balancing points and stuff. And even more fun if you get ground that you can't dig into. So you got to do it with all rocks and find the balancing stuff. And then I remember being in my tent, leaning over and just throwing up. And I remember I'd eaten a massive pizza. And in the morning I woke up and it was like the pizza had re-shown itself because it was just a circle of sick with all the ingredients on top and it like cooked in the heat of the tent overnight or in the morning. It was disgusting, absolutely vile.
And it rebaked itself.
Yeah. I feel like throwing up on trail is like a common occurrence to me at this point. Happens too much.
I'm trying to envision you sticking your butt out of a vestibule.
Oh, it's horrible. Absolutely horrible. Uh-huh. And then we went back to all the Jello shots the next day, and we did it all again.
Yeah.
After swearing, I'm not drinking a thing today.
We
Yeah.
did. And then people got their nails painted. That was one of my
They got
favorite
the nails
moments on
did,
trail
yeah.
was all the guys. So was it Spanx who was like had nail polish, some
Yeah,
random nail polish.
Yeah.
She starts painting every single guy's.
Build-A-Bear loves it.
nails.
Build-A-Bear's always got his nails painted on
He
trail
did it
now.
on this trail, yeah.
Well, and it's a thing now. But what was funny is none of you knew that like nail polish doesn't just come
I
off.
hate it. I spent a whole week dragging my nails
Yeah.
trying to scrape this
Yeah.
shit off. I hate it.
It
The
was
feeling is
so-
horrible.
It was so funny though, because in Jedi, like as we're getting back on trail, he's like, "How do you get this stuff off?" And I was like, "Jedi, you don't.
Yeah.
You're stuck.
you're done." Do you want to ask these questions?
Wait,
Oh.
Jedi, you didn't answer that last
Oh, you
one.
didn't.
Which one?
Have you ever physically eaten yourself sick on trail?
No, not really.
Okay, fair enough.
I'm gonna
He's a
skip.
bottomless pit, this guy. He can eat anything.
Longest you've hiked without a shower.
I think. Oh, sorry. I think the reason is because every time I'm pitching up a tent and we're done for the day, I'm smoking weed. So and if I smoke weed, I'm black hole. I can eat nonstop. I could eat my whole bear can, who has like food for 6 days on one day if I
Okay.
want.
You just hear him like, I'll wake up and I'll be going for a wee in the middle of the night and it'll be like 1:30 in the morning or something.
No,
And I'll just hear
that's
like
so late.
I'll just hear like crunching of crisps. I'm like, are you awake?
No,
And
not
he won't
so
answer
late.
me, and he won't answer me because he's got his earphones in watching a movie, and he's still eating, and he's still chewing like Cheetos and stuff. Yeah.
All right, longest you've hiked without a shower.
Oh,
Wow.
this was a long one.
Also
this last
without like dipping into lakes
Yeah,
and ooh,
anything.
one. Loba's got an answer for this one.
That's how she feels.
She's like, oh.
funny to go
I'd
out.
probably say 8 days, something like that.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, it was like from.
We did a really long one just now because we couldn't exactly dip in Twin Lakes because that was on fire.
Yeah.
And then we had to hike the roads down, and all the hostels are really expensive and things, so we didn't want to pay for them.
Yeah.
But that was how long was that? Maybe like 7 days,
7 days. Yeah.
It's usually never going to be longer than that, I think.
I think we went 10 days.
But I think it was from
Disgusting.
it was
I
from
know.
Bishop Pass to Mammoth Pass,
Yeah.
like 8 days.
Uh huh.
Let's see, whose feet stink worse?
Oh,
It depends. No, it
No.
depends.
He never put his shoes off to let them dry. Never.
Yeah, I just keep my socks on all the time. And Jedi, to be fair, he's always airing his feet out in the middle of the day. But that means that I see Jedi's feet and I get grossed out by it all quite often. Whereas, I don't know, when mine come out, ugh. Yeah.
It's kind of like
Okay, yeah.
Ever cuddle at night to stay warm?
Fuck no. No, God no. No. You'd catch something.
I never
from it.
get cold, so
Jedi
Ye-
would definitely be the big spoon, though.
I don't know about that.
No,
I wouldn't
never
go
cuddle.
near him. I actually wouldn't go near him. Unless I'm forced to and he's been eaten alive by midges, I wouldn't go near him.
Yeah.
And the last question that we have for you. If you only had one gummy bear left and 30 miles to go to the
I'm
nearest
eating it.
town, would you split it with him?
No, I'm eating it. He needs to lose the weight. He needs to
Yeah,
get it off
I
him.
can hike 30 miles without food.
I'm eating the gummy bear.
Wait, so Jedi's giving the gummy bear to Cuppa?
I would give. Yeah, look at him. He's just like a skeleton.
Skin and
I mean,
bone.
even Karl Lagerfeld's top secret models would say eat more.
So Jedi is giving you the gummy bear and a chunk of his lottery winnings, and
Exactly.
you just keep calling him vile.
All about me. I'm telling you, it's all about me.
You just keep
It's
going,
I'll tell you, it's a privilege to hike with me.
Okay, that
Oh
was the
my
end of our
God.
rapid fires.
Yes.
I
Well,
told you,
I guess
I'm never giving him food ever again after our argument today.
apparently, yeah, that was a whole other thing. But they had a whole argument about Cuppa. Jedi was like, I don't need to resupply. Cuppa was like, yes, you do, because you always ask me for food. And then Jedi was like,
That's
no,
not
I
true.
don't.
I never ask for food. He's like
"I
giving
don't
me the
ask you."
food.
I've
Yeah.
started it again.
No,
Even when I
anyway,
say,
it was very
even when I
funny.
say I'm not hungry right now, he's like, "You sure? You sure? You don't want it?" He's asking me like 10 times. Even for coffee, he was asking me like 20 times in a row. You sure you don't want some? You sure? You sure?
Isn't that awful? Isn't that awful? When
I do
someone's
that to
offering you food?
Wesley too, actually. I force feed him. Okay. I guess we should do our outro then, because Loba, sweet girl, is like, she's like, I gotta go out.
This
Yeah,
dog's
she's
adorable.
starting to lose it. Do you want to ask them if they have any parting wisdom?
Any parting wisdom to anyone who wants to do a through hike and hasn't done one yet?
Even if you're not doing a through hike, get off your ass and go out and hike. Even if it's a mile, if you can barely walk or you need to use assistance or anything, get out there and do a mile. It's not as hard as you think to get away. You don't need the best gear. You don't have to go as far as possible. Look at what Jedi started with, and look at we've always never really cared about weight too much. You don't have to invest so much as long as you can get out. Even if it's 10 miles, 20 miles, or 2,000 miles, make the effort to do it, because it's just so worth it. Especially if you live a life where you just sit staring at an office desk and an office wall all the time, dreaming about going out into the woods or whatever. You've got to make that push to get out and do it, I feel like.
It's good. It's good. Jedi, you have anything?
I'm not sure if it's too dark if I say that, but I think our future is fucked. Our world is fucked, so get out, yeah? Enjoy
what
your
you
life,
can.
yeah. Go out, enjoy your life. Don't care about the future, care about now. Go out hiking. Now.
Now.
Completely agree with that. And if
Yeah.
you live in the United States, vote for the right person to preserve our nature and our trails. And yes, I won't say who that is, but
Vote Wesley and Marie.
Oh God.
Vote Jedi.
Yeah, vote
A
Yeti
German
Walks
can
in
fix all of
Basecamp
it.
2024.
vote Smokey 2025.
Smoky Bear to run the country.
Yeah. Anyway, okay, Loba's losing her mind now, so I'm just gonna go ahead and outro this out. Thanks everyone for listening. We really do appreciate it. We love it. It's so great. We're so thankful that Cuppa and Jedi could join us for this wonderfully long episode. Really,
Thank
it'll
you.
be a two-parter. And thanks for joining us, guys. Really appreciate it.
A little shout out to the Fire What's Lost for our intro and our outro music. They've got a few new songs out now, so go check out their Spotify channel. You can find the link to that in our show notes.
If you want to leave us a message, if you want to hear Cuppa and Jedi again on a podcast, let us know. We'd love to hear from you. If you have any questions for them as they're hiking the trail. So you can email us at yetiwalksintobasecamp@gmail.com or find us on Instagram at our the ginger underscore and underscore the joy, which we are trying to push everybody into Yeti Walks Into Basecamp. So if you have not yet joined that Instagram page, please join that. We're trying to push everyone over there so that we can release our content, our information, any questions we may have.
Definitely.
And if you do want to join our Patreon or our subscriber episodes, I know that our subscriber episodes, we have not done a ton of them, but I will say, but for Patreon right now, we are releasing a ton of photos and videos of all of our hikes and our stories that you can see and hear at the same time.
It's true. And even if we're not releasing a whole lot of subscriber episodes at this time, any subscription really helps us out and helps fund and support the podcast so that we can continue to make more episodes and improve the quality of these episodes, because I'm super anal about that.
He is very anal. But I guess that concludes our two-part episode. And if you guys want to join us in our last tagline, as we like to say in the hiking community.
And as we'll say to you as you're walking away from our car back onto the CDT,
Happy
trails.